I remember going to visit a parishioner in the hospital just before a surgery. And shortly after I arrived, her surgeon came to visit with her. And at the end of the visit, he asked if he could pray with her before the surgery. And we all gathered around the bed and prayed together. A couple days later, as she was recovering, I saw the surgeon again and asked him if he always prayed with patients. And he said that years ago, he'd realized that there was a constant and a variable going into a surgery. The constant is every one of his surgeries he was there for. The variable was whether he prayed with the patient or not. The variable was whether he invited Christ to be with them in this surgery or not. This Sunday, we're going to read about Peter. Peter had been out fishing all night. He hadn't caught anything. He'd cast and cast and cast, and no fish had come back. But Jesus told him to cast his nets one more time. And Peter cast his nets, and they were filled with so many fish that they started to tear. They were filled with so many fish that they had to call other boats over. And even with those other boats pulling the fish up, they almost sank the boats. You see, the constant was Peter. The variable was the command of Jesus. And that's what we face in our lives. We are the constants. You and I are going to face good times and bad times. We're going to face challenges and disappointments. We're going to face poor prognoses and relationships that fall apart. But what we can control, the variable for us, is we can invite Christ to be with us through all of this. So join us this Sunday at St. Luke's to consider how we can pray that Christ may come into our lives in the midst of our challenges. I look forward to seeing you at St. Luke's.